So today's title, the show is why running a 5K was never the point, why running a 10K was never the point, and why running a half marathon or a full marathon was never the point. So if you're someone who's maybe tried to run a marathon because you wanted to reach your fitness goals and you did train, but you didn't see any results, I want to help you to understand what you actually missed and where you probably went wrong. Because that is a common mistake a lot of people that are trying to reach their fitness goals. They make this common mistake. And the things that they believe or stories that they tell themselves in their heads to maybe justify why they can't reach their goal. Or maybe they just believe something that's wrong that leads them to the wrong outcome. Because a lot of times with the people that I've coached and people that I've talked to, and just in life in general, like if you're not getting the result that you want, a lot of times it's because you're aimed at the wrong point or at the wrong target, the wrong goal. You've set the wrong goal. And the reason why you do that is because the idea or the thing that you think is going to get you to that goal is not correct. So you try so much, you strive and try so hard, but you just don't hit that goal. It's very common with a lot of people when they're entering into a different arena or field that they don't understand because they don't have the full scope of everything. So they sort of piggyback other people's goals and they try set that goal to be their own goal. So that is one of the things that I see that happens a lot with people. And by the end of this video, I want to help you understand why it's very hard for you to hit that goal and what you need to start doing to help you actually start seeing changes on your fitness journey. Because if you don't do these things, you're going to stay stuck. You're going to blame yourself why you can't get to that goal. You're going to blame yourself saying that you lack discipline. But it's actually something that is quite common. And if you keep going the path that you're on right now, you're not going to be able to achieve the goals that you want to achieve. Even though you've already completed maybe 1, 2 marathons, or you've competed in other challenges, but you're still stuck. You just feel like you haven't reached your goals, but you've done everything. You followed everything. So, the first thing right away that I think is important for us to understand is that most people, when they try and run a marathon, it's because they're trying to treat fitness or their health like an event. Like there's an end goal, there's a date that they'll become finally fit or they'll become finally healthy. And that makes them think that, okay, if I compete in this challenge or if I finish a marathon and I show my friends that have run and have completed a marathon and I post it, or maybe prove it to your ex to say, hey, life goes on and moves on without you. And I managed to run a marathon. I'm not that person that you thought that you were dating. And you've proved something. So just by thinking that fitness is an event or it has a finish line and an end point, because you've completed something, you've hit a milestone, that is where most people make the first mistake. Because they think that that challenge, that vehicle, or whatever event that they're trying to use to achieve that goal is the end point once they complete that. And the other thing, just to that point again, is that they think that by competing and to become fit or become healthy, they need validation from other people because other people are doing it. Other people are posting the achievements about their health goals and their fitness. So there's pressure right there. And they feel like because people maybe don't think that they're fit or they're overweight or fat, they need to go out and also run a marathon. Maybe they start with like a 5K marathon because it's better than than sitting on the couch. So getting off to actually go and run is good, but they're doing it for the reason that they want other people to see and notice. They're looking for that validation. They're looking to post that picture, that reel, and post that transformation journey to say, oh, I competed in this and I was weighing this amount. Now I'm weighing this and I've achieved this. I've reached the goal. I'm now that fit person. I'm now that person who you can give likes when I post about fitness, when I post about running a marathon. I want people to like my posts. That's one of the things that people tend to do. And by doing that, they're actually missing a lot about what it means to go on a fitness journey because now their belief is that their identity has to be validated by people externally. And just by that belief that people outside have to validate you is a problem. It is a problem because that cannot sustain you. When you try go out and do everything on your own, that cannot sustain you.